So I'm here with Moira. We worked together, what, 2021 or so?
Yeah,
Cool. I guess 30 seconds, cliff notes. What were you doing before and what are you doing now?
yeah, absolutely. So before I started working with you, I was ready for a career change. I'd been in supply chain operations, had changed from New Zealand to the States, and realized it was a good time to take a pause and see what my options were. And then sort of with your help, was able to figure out that moving into tech, moving into sales was going to be a really good fit. So I got that opportunity to join as an SDR in a legal tech space at Everlaw. And so through that progression was able to then become an account executive and take that next step into tech sales, which has been working out really well for me.
Cool. And so it's been about 3 years that you've been at Everlaw now, right?
Correct.
And how's that going? Like, you still enjoying it?
Everlaw's been a game changer for me. It's been such a great opportunity for me to join an organization at the right stage where I was able to learn and grow. And there's still been opportunity for me to get promotions and get the chance to really network and build my life out here. So I am still really happy 3 years later.
Awesome. I mean, look, from my end, that's the ultimate goal, right? From a recruiting point of view is, hey, can we find someone a job that they really like? Can we get them into that job and then can we have them stay for a while? And you've had some fairly big wins as well, right? Especially since you've been promoted into that AE position.
Yeah, I think I've been, again, so fortunate that it's been the right place for me, the right team, and been set up for success. So even as an SDR, once I found my feet, was consistently hitting 200, 300% of my quota and completely setting new standards for the SDR team. And then that earned me the right to be promoted ahead of schedule and ahead of there being a formal program that others have had to follow to become an AE. So that was something that was just such a privilege to earn and have the chance to do. And then as an AE to do my first full year in seat and hit 190% of quota and be third in attendance for the
90%.
company.
100,
Yeah.
so what? Top of the leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yep. As a mid-market rep, I have no business being that high up on the attainment and the revenue board, but still found a way to do it anyway.
Awesome. Awesome. And I'm talking to a few people about what it's been like to work with me with Next Venture from kind of the client side. But how did you find it from a candidate point of view?
It was like I hate to use the word game changer again, but like it was just such a huge difference because I've always found my own roles, gone through my own interview prep, and to have so much support and guidance, not just for what was immediately in front of me, which is that here's a job, here's the like who you're going to be talking to, and here's what you need to know about it. It was, hey, this is the research that you should be doing. This is how you should be thinking about what questions you want to have, how you want to be successful in the role. Like that type of preparation and insight was just completely different. So I got to show up at a much higher level from day one, both for the interviews and then also being able to evaluate the job for myself. So that once I was there, I was really confident in my decision versus the, other roles I put myself in where it's like, oh, have I made the right choice? Am I in the right place? It was just, we're here, let's go. I'm super excited about it. So I think that the process that we went through as well was so helpful because you helped educate me in how to think about my career progression within Everlaw too. So I remember you had always said at least a year as an SDR, minimum 1 year. Don't try and jump the ranks too fast. Appreciate the learning process. And that was something that stayed in my brain for a long time because I am so ambitious and I get so excited that it's like, what's next? What's next? But having those guardrails of like, hey, people that do this really well do it this way has guided my 3 years at Everlaw. Like that two
Thank
months
you
of
for
conversation.
listening. I feel like no one listens.
I did my 1 year and then I was really 6 months to learn and get everything underneath me and then a year to absolutely smash it. And now it's figuring out what that next big challenge is going to be.
Awesome. Awesome. I think I've answered all of the questions that I had, but is there anything you want to add?
I think when I think about sort of the value of working with you, it was like not only were you preparing me for the interview process and how to secure the job, but you're also making sure that I was aligned with the company. So both parties ended up with the right outcome. And it's just such a difference in quality and connection and making sure that that alignment was there. And then when it comes to later, you know, I also got so much education from you about tech in general, different types of companies, different advantages and disadvantages. So I just feel so much more empowered to actually research things myself, to figure out what I want for myself and how to navigate this new area so much better than I would have on my own.